What's up, guys? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 20 video, I got an absolutely amazing Madden 20 tip for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can unlock many new and hidden secret hot routes in the game that you did not even know existed in Madden 20. These hot routes are going to allow you guys to really open up your offense and create some new, unique, very hard to stop money plays with this tip. Now, this tip is really good because you can apply it to many different formations and plays, really any playbook. So it's not something that just can be used in one playbook or formation. It's something you can use all over the place. So, like I said, it's not just one hot route either, it's many. I'm going to show you guys how you can put your tight end on wheel routes, option routes, hitch routes, slant routes. Again, from many different types of formations. So, I'm in the Raiders playbook, and I'm going to give you guys just 3 or 4 different formations I do this with out of the Raiders playbook, one of the more popular ones in the game. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to actually do it so you can go ahead and apply it in whatever playbook you guys happen to use. If it's not Oakland, I'll show you guys how you can just do it, period, so you can go ahead and take it and mess with it yourselves. Now, before I show you guys this, I really want to thank you guys for the support. The channel's really been blowing up in the last few weeks, and we are gaining lots of growth fast. So if you guys support me, please make sure to hit the subscribe button in the corner of the video and turn your notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos. We've been uploading pretty much every day lately, at least 5-6 times a week, and I really do appreciate it. You guys could also smash that like button. The more likes we get, the more we can do this type of content. So let's get right into the tip. So like I said, we'll show you a few different formations. The first formation I'm going to look at is this gun wing slot offset. So generally speaking, the way you're going to want to do this is from formations that have 2 tight ends. You could even have 3, but really at least 2 tight ends that are lined up right next to one another. So I'm just going to pick the play. I mean, it honestly doesn't make a huge difference here, but I could pick like mesh it, PA double post, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. And I'm showing you guys how exactly this works. So as you guys can see with my 2 current tight ends, you can see that I got Smith and Rudolph. So we'll start with Smith. You see he just has the common tight end hot routes. And Rudolph, same thing, has the common tight end hot routes. However, what you're going to want to do is when you have a formation like this with 2 tight ends lined up next to each other, you want to motion the inside tight end to the opposite side of the formation. And when you do this, you'll notice that this tight end that you did not motion stands up basically as if he's a receiver. And you will see that he actually now can be put on hitches, slants, zigs, basically all the hot routes that you could not do before. You never could put him on a slant. You couldn't put him on a zig. You couldn't do half of that stuff. You couldn't put him on a hitch, guys. Now we can do all of that extremely easy. Further, in this formation, now this formation is kind of rare because not all formations will allow you to do this. But this formation, you'll see the tight end lines up a little bit. He basically lines up in the backfield almost as if he's a running back. Further back than most formations will, really. From what I've noticed, a little bit further. And you'll see that you can put them on wheels. You can put them on option routes. I mean, you can put them on swing routes. You can even put them on just the delayed running back flat. So that formation is super glitchy. Another example of a formation you can do this from is like the strong eye wing, H-wing. Very popular running formation. This really can open up your passing game in this formation. And I will show you guys some specific setups in a second here that I like to use. So same thing, you see Rudolph, the inside tight end, you motion him over. And now, again, you'll see Smith stands up as if he's a receiver. Now, notice here in this formation, Rudolph, he lines up basically on the line as a tight end, not really a running back like the other guy did, or a wing back like in the other formation. So because he's not lined up like that, he's going to have the regular tight end hot routes. He's not going to have the wheel routes and option routes and all the stuff that the other formation had. However, you will definitely see that Smith, he's going to be able to be put on all sorts of different hot routes, just like the other time. We can put him on slants. We can put him on zigs. We can put him on hitches. Same thing. So, guys, basically that's the tip. You can do it in other formations. All right, guys, now I want to show you some examples of things I actually like to do with this tactic. So let's look at the gun wing slot offset, for example. We'll look at the PA double post. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with this. First of all, guys, when you're going against multiple tight end formations, when you're on defense, you're probably going to run some sort of 3-4, so you don't have terrible run D out there. So the 3-4 blitz is something you'll need to block. Now, guys, past the ability to do extra hot routes, like right here, you can see that I'm gonna be able to put my right tight end on hitches, zigs, slants, all that. So we'll put him on a hitch here. and we'll put the slot on a post, and we'll do like a post hitch combo. But besides that, if you block the motion tight end and the running back, this block splits is really, really good. So you guys can see here, I just block him, and I can ID the blitzer on the right. And you'll see that, everyone gets blocked super easy. So now I just have easy dot over the middle of the field with the post, the deeper post, or the hitch. Very, very easy to make your reads there. Actually, a route combo that I like to do, I'll show you in a second here, a little bit different, is go ahead and say the play. Let's see, where is it? I think it's called mesh sits from this formation. It has a very deep in route. If I have a slot apprentice or just a hot route master or something where I can hot route the post like I did on the last play out of the mesh sit play and use a hitch to my tight end, that is an extremely, extremely tough route combo to stop. So you guys can see here I have that very deep in route. It's extremely hard in route to defend. Most of the time you're never going to get a zone to follow that, so you have to user it. And if you user the post or the hitch route, there's no way you can user that in route as well. So again, you can see I'm sending the heat again. And now, as you guys can see, look, I have so many routes coming open. That time, I just went with the hitch. But again, if they want to jump on the hitch, you can throw the post or the in route. You guys can see, if you look at the replay here, that this in route is great spacing because, look, the post is going to break open first, and it's going to work with the hitch. But then, as you guys can see, the in route will be coming behind it. So if you're going to go try to jump this area of the field, there's really no way you can get back and defend that in route because it's really deep. So it's going to have a good amount of separation. You guys can just see in general, like if I was just to blitz one or two guys, I would struggle to, and then I man up the hitch route, something like this. I would struggle to defend this route concept for sure because even if I was trying to use the post or go use the hitch, there's really not much you can do because that in route is just so deep, and the hitch is going to cut open over the middle first. You guys see that, and then it comes backside for the in route. Very, very tough route combo to defend. Now, another thing about this is you can use this route concept and these extra hot routes not only against the blitz, but just anything. So say right here, here's a great example of something I might like to do. We're going to do it out of the play action play this time because it has a deep post route that can definitely be really a crucial route you can hit for a deep bomb. We're not really going to look to hit it. We're just going to use it almost as a decoy, but it definitely is a nice route. This time we'll look at cover 4. But this little concept will attack anything. So now I'm going to show you how we can use tight end slants. So here you can see we have the tight end slant. I'm going to go ahead and use that with a post. So I'm going to post the slot receiver here. I'm going to put my tight end that's on the left. I'm actually going to put him on a wheel route. Again, not a route you normally have. I'm going to wheel route the running back and slant this tight end. So I put one tight end on a wheel route and the other tight end on a slant. Those are two routes you're never going to be able to get without doing this. So this is a great tip, guys. You're seeing how to use many different hot routes that you normally want to get with your tight ends. So you guys can see how effective this truly could be. This will be any coverage because they're having to guard both flats because I have two wheel routes, one to the tight end on the left, one on the running back to the right. And then you guys can see I have the slant coming open over the middle, as well as my post route to the slot. So at the end of the day, I also have a deep post. There's really no way they can defend all this because if you try to guard both flats, now the middle field's going to be weak and you have to choose. Are you going to guard the slant or are you going to guard the post? You can't guard both. Again, both of them are going to be opened up because of the dual wheel route. So if we look at this play again, we wheel out the running back, slant the right tight end, wheel the left tight end, post the slot. That's really all you got to do. If you look at this play art, you guys can see that the crazy amount of route concepts we got here is just really, 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 really effective. I mean, the ability to put a tight end on a slant or a wheel or even a zig or a hitch, that just opens up your play calling drastically. So this is cover 2. You guys can see here, easy dot against the cover 2. I actually had the slant to the tight end open earlier, but I just wanted to go back to that a little bit later in the route. So you guys can see here, again, I'm just reading the middle of the field. They're in cover 2. You guys can see that the flat is covered over here. This flat is actually wide open at the snap because he's following that deep post, so I could always throw that for an easy gain. But I had the slant here. I went to the post late again because this flat zone had to worry about the running back wheel route, so we got over top of the hook, and it was an easy dart. But I really want to show you how effective this tight end wheel route truly is. It is super effective because even against a cover 2 look, you guys will see that because off this play, the deep post route, that's going to pull that cloud flat deep so that wheel route to the tight end can get open pretty much every time underneath. Only way to stop this would be if you have a hard flat, and that's really it. Because if you have a cloud, you guys can see that's an easy 7, 8, 10 plus yards before I even get to contact. So you guys can imagine how easy that's going to be able to be. Like, the only way to really stop that would be to play with hard flats over here, and that's really it. So here, let's look at cover 3 for hard flat. As you're going to see again, that's going to be really easy to attack. The cover 3 with the hard flat will guard the wheel routes, as you guys can see here, but it's just going to leave everything else open. Easy dots, we can hit them with the posts, the slant. Yes, the wheel routes will be guarded because there's 2 hard flats, but then we just have to read the middle of the field. You can see here that the hard flat did take away both wheels, but I had the post right here. Actually, I had the post at 2 different points, really. I could have thrown it right here, or I could have waited, thrown it late, but I'd already thrown the slant for a dot at this point. And again, guys, you can always low point the slants. As I've shown in other videos, they're very tough to guard. So that's just one way I like to use out of this formation. So another way I like to use this, guys, is out of wing flex close. So wing flex close is a really good formation to use this on. And I actually touched on this passing concept a while back, but I feel like it got overlooked for sure. But it's extremely effective, guys. You will, for this route concept, need some sort of hot route master or just receiver with a route chem or a tight end with a route chem. It really doesn't matter who has it, but just somebody. But guys, one of the more common things people do against wing flex close is just the 3-4 odd, cover 2 blitz, because this stops the inside run and these corners really shoot good on the stretch. So it's a tough defense, and also it's a 7-man blitz too. So guys, one thing I'll do is use the same concept right here, and then I max protect and motion this guy over, and then I put the tight end that's on the right. Now you can see I can put the tight end on the right on a zig, a hitch, a slant. I'm going to put him on a slant. I'm sorry, not a slant, but I'm going to put him on a hitch. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this other receiver over here on a hitch, and then this slot receiver, I'm going to put him on the post. The slot receiver is going to need to be my guy with the extra hot routes. Now, sometimes I'll even put him on a corner. I usually do a post or a corner, but I think the post is a little bit better because now I have 2 hitches and a post. And if you're blitzing me heavily, first of all, this blitz will get blocked again because I've already shown you guys that this will allow you guys to block this look. If you want to ID anyone, you should ID the linebacker on the right against 3-4 odd, by the way. As you guys can see, it's easily blocked, and now I just have all day in the pocket to make easy reads. I don't care what coverage you play. If you play man, if you play cover 2, you play cover 4. If you blitz me whatsoever, you will have no chance to stop this play because I have double hitches and a post. The post will get open against any zone with this hitch on this side of the field, and also this post is a man beater. And also, if they are playing man, you can lowball the hitches every time against man, and it's going to be an easy completion. I don't care what coverage they play, this will work very, very well. So again, same exact concept, guys. You guys can see this is man coverage. This is the pinch box 0. Everybody runs 3-4 odd. Same exact play setup, and you guys are going to see this post is going to whoop man coverage. If they do not use that, that'll be a touchdown every time. But if they do use that, I can just lowball the hitches, and I know it sounds stupid, but even against man coverage, a lowball hitch is going to get me 5, 6, 7, plus yards, maybe more if I break a tackle. And it's money. It really is money in the bank. So that's another formation I like to do it from. Yet another one is the strong wing. The strong wing is such a good formation because the run game, but when you mix in these passing concepts, it gets just way better. So let's look at F trail here. So guys, most people that are playing this formation will run a cover 1, edge blitz, type look against it to stop the stretch alert. So you already know that you're probably going to be playing cover 1, man coverage type defense if you run this formation. So knowing that, guys, what can we do to attack it? Well, again, when we motion this guy over, our hot routes to the tight end just get that much better. So something that I like to do that's very, very simple is I like to go ahead and put this, first of all, I like to block the running back and then the motion tight end. And I like to put this tight end right here on a slant. Guys, that's just one very simple way of doing it because with man coverage, I have 3 beaters right here. I have this post route, I have this not wheel route, but angle route, and I have this slant route. Because again, I can hitch this tight end, I can zig him, I can slant him. Honestly, guys, I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll do a slant, sometimes a hitch, sometimes a zig, but I really do like the slant most against man coverage because as you guys can see here, it's going to get open immediately over the middle of the field. Slants to tight ends against man coverage are pretty much unguardable. They just get really, really wide open, guys. Now, another thing is this angle route to the fullback, guys. Notice this is just literally whoever was in the game. I didn't even sub a backup running back in the game, which honestly I should if I'm going to be passing the ball. But you'll notice that this angle route is crazy open. Like, it's just absurdly open. And the reason for that is because of just how good of a route that is. Now, normally this would be a pretty easy route. You could just use your guard, with 3 routes on the field. But because now we put the tight end slant on our field, and now it's just not, basically the angle route in the post, now we actually have a tight end slant too. Well, now, I have way more to worry about. I don't have to run my user over to this side of the field. Now I can just throw this angle route and get you guys an angle route to the fullback and just whoop that dude easy. Now, on top of that, I also have this post route. Now, this post route is super money against man coverage, especially if you have a post flag elite. If you have a post flag elite, this post is so money. But even if you don't, it's still a good route. But I'm telling you guys, with a post flag elite, you can click onto it and Y catch it every single time you get that dive catch animation. It's so simple to do. It is beyond easy to do. All in all, this tip really gives you a lot of options, a lot of really unique stuff you can do. You saw right quick, I showed you, 3, 4, 5 different things I like to do all in a short YouTube video. So I promise you guys, if you take this to the lab, you guys can find a lot of stuff you can do with it. So I hope you enjoy this tip. Be sure to check out sportsgamers.com if you want to improve your Madden game. That's the only place to be.